One thing we all need to understand, Devin Branch was out here for the people, standing in solidarity with us. So we must stand in solidarity with Devin Branch. We won't stop till they free Devin Branch, and that's just period. We got to be one with the people. That's it. An attack on one is an attack on us all. Period. And I'm here to say the Oppressed People Nation is here to stand in solidarity with Devin Branch, and we're going to be here to the end.
We're also demanding that these judges follow the law and adhere to the Constitution and permit all people that are charged with the crime the opportunity under the Sixth Amendment to confront their accuser under the Confrontation Clause. So this is not just about Devin Branch, it's about a demand for compliance with public policy. We talked about the laws are not on our side. Many of the laws are on your side. What's not on your side is you don't have fair people implementing those laws. You have a constitutional right to speak freely and not get arrested. That's the law. You have a constitutional right, a statutory right. What they're doing is let me tell you something. The pendulum always swings back. And what does that mean? The rights that we fought for many years ago, civil rights, they try to take them one by one. That's why we need strong people, young people of all races and creeds to make sure that pendulum swings in our direction in terms of demanding equal opportunity and equal justice for all people. And we will not allow them to arrest us. But guess what? They're going to have to arrest each and every one of us to stop this movement in terms of enhancing outcomes in the community, particularly the black community. Because everybody that you see here today is black in terms of the people that were killed. That doesn't mean that they don't do others, but they have targeted our young black men, and Devin is just another example. And we need to say sooner or later, no justice,
no peace.
No justice,
no peace.
No justice,
no peace.
No Devin Branch,
no peace.
no Devin Branch,
no peace.
I'm going to give this mic to his sister.
I came all the way here from Atlanta, Georgia. I just want y'all to know this is not just here. It is not just you. And it is not just your age limit. Y'all have got to realize this is nationwide, every day, 24/7, 7 days a week. The kids that's next to you, them little kids right there, them your next victims. Believe what I tell you. I've been in Atlanta, Georgia, 29 years. 29 years.
Yeah, I got all on video.
I'm telling y'all, I'm born in Akron, Ohio. This man was killed, shot 22 times. Jeffrey Stevens was shot 22 times. You have got to realize and open your eyes, and the only thing that counts is what you're doing now. They're not going to pay attention to you. Can somebody help me with this thing, this banner? They're not going to pay attention to what you do singly. They're not going to pay attention to you if you call them names. They're not going to pay attention to you if you try to mark them or cuss them out. You got to unite. If you unite, can't nothing break a tree but branches. If you grow from the roots up, they cannot touch you. And the more y'all do this right here, the more, don't think your prayer is going unanswered. This is not just here in Akron and Cleveland and Cincinnati and what's that, Toledo. This is nationwide. You have got to come together, and then the coalition that you got, do it nationwide. Make it bigger than they can see.
Right.
They can't do anything if you band together. They can't break you. So you have got to do one thing. You got to unite. That's the only way to do it, and I'm telling you, my name, David Caldwell. I play with compunction, y'all. I'm not just here because of what happened in here. We was just here 3 months ago playing at Barnabas Park. But if you don't unite, y'all young people, look next to you. It could be you. Tonight, it could be you. It could be you. It could be that little boy. It can be you. So just realize one thing. If y'all don't unite in Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Youngstown, Toledo, Cincinnati, You is in nationwide, not just here.
We nationwide.
Nationwide.
October 22nd is all over.
October 22nd. And just do what the right thing is, the right thing. And that's come united. And we'll take care of this right here. That man just got arrested. I was right next to him. He didn't do anything. The cop said, what we gonna arrest him for? The other one said, I think you need to go get the car. And then the other guy said, he said, we gonna arrest him
for jaywalking.
For jaywalking.
I just want to let people know about some other creepy stuff that's going on with the cops. I'm a human rights activist, I'm a political activist, and I'm out there. Last Thursday, I was on my computer in my own home on the Near West Side, minding my own business, and all of a sudden this loud, piercing sound came shooting through my ears. It was an electronic sound, and it damaged my eardrums. I ran upstairs. There was a black cop car sitting outside my dining room window. I ran outside. All the windows were blacked out on the car. I couldn't see in. I went to the back to get my bike. All I could think of was getting away. The pain was unbearable. And the car left. So did the noise. I talked to the neighbors. No one else got hit with it. I believe I was totally targeted for being an activist. And I did look up online, and they do have handheld electronic devices that damage eardrums. Since last Thursday, I have been having headaches, ear pain, and nausea and dizziness. So this is going on in Cleveland, and I just wanted to tell people about it because I think the best defense is for people to know. Thank you.
Well, I'm about to go in there now to find out what's going on with my son-in-law. And I would like for everybody to stay out here because we want Devin to get out now.
Well, the claps are good, but this is serious. Anytime one of our people get arrested, it's serious business. It takes it to another level. So the claps are good, but right now, anytime we have a brother locked up, what we have to do is figure out how to get him out. Now, I'm going to tell you how they got me out in Kent State when I got arrested. I'm going to tell you how they got me out in Kent State, and I'm going to see if y'all can reciprocate the same kind. Now, what happened in Kent State when I got arrested, and they took us to the Kent State jail, we were on Kent State University, and I was one of the oldest guys out there. I was marching with college students, all right? Mainly white college students. But I'm going to tell you something. What those college students did for us, when we got transferred to the jail like Devin is right now, they made sure that if they had to stand out there all day and all night until they raised enough money to get Devin Branch out, to get me out, that's what they did. But I wasn't in there by myself. It was about 10 or 12 of us. So they were determined to get each and every one of us out. And I'll tell you something, it was the most impressive showing that I witnessed. Because it's easy to stand up and protest, but when one of your brothers get behind bars, are you all ready to run and go and leave him alone? Or are you all ready to stand and get him out?
Stand and get him out.
I say that what they did at Kent was they stayed, we got out of Kent, we went into Kent jail about 7 o'clock. I walked out of Kent jail about 12 o'clock. And you know what? It was the most joyous thing that I ever saw. Because when I walked out of those jails, all those college students had been out there all that time and waited, and every one of us got out of that jail, they started cheering and hollering because they knew it was them. They're the reason that I got out of jail. They're the reason that all those other guys got out of jail. So what we got to do now, are we going to be as strong as the kids in Kent State, or are we weaker? We're going to be strong?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so what we got to do, I'm going to show you how courageous the Kent State students were. They're probably more courageous than we are. But what they did, they made sure that they had a bucket. And as people rode by, they say one of our comrades, jail. And they began to raise funds for our comrades. And by the time it was over, they was able to get us all out. So I'm saying to you right now, once we find out how much it costs for Devin Branch to get out of jail, we want to make sure that we can come up with those funds. So the question becomes, who's going to be head of the fundraising committee? And who's going to make the first donation? That's going to be the question. And that's a hard question, because that was a question that the people in Kent had to make. And I was impressed, because I know what happened. I know what happened in the hood. I know what happened in other places. When the going gets tough and the tough get going, y'all get gone and leave the man in jail to fend for himself. You see, I know what happened. I know what happened. And if that's what happened, if glory be, that's what gotta happen, that's what gotta happen. But I'm telling you, that ain't what happened in Kent State. That's why I'll always be impressed by the Kent State students. I will always be impressed by the Kent State students. I will always be impressed by the Kent State students. Because who knows? It could have been me arrested. It could have been you arrested. It could have been you arrested. I know these are hard times, but we got a brother up there in jail. We got a brother up there in jail that needs to, oh, thank you, little sister. Thank you, little sister. Here you go, Miss Coleman. Take all of mine. Leave me $1. All right. Will's family.
Come on.
That's what we're talking about.
$10 a Big Mac.
That's what we're talking about. I know y'all ain't got no money out here. Dig deep, Bill. Dig deep, Bill, in that wallet. Don't be afraid. Don't let us be left in the Kent State students. Don't let us be left in the Kent State students. We got to get Devin Branch out of jail. If y'all don't have it, we need to start begging. We need to figure out how we're going to get Devin Branch out of jail. Oh, I was so happy when I walked out of that Kent State jail. And all those college students was out there for little me, saying, hey, come on out that jail. Did y'all listen to me? Yeah. Did y'all listen to me? Yeah. There's nothing more important. There's nothing more important than this time.
Let's get the money out. Somebody come on our
Well, we need much more than that. It ain't enough to count yet. It ain't enough to count yet. Let them keep coming, bro. Let them keep coming, sisters. We ain't got enough yet. That jail, a bond, don't let it blow away, honey. It's not good. You got to do better than that. Somebody gonna blow the money. We're gonna be in a big. We're gonna really be in trouble. Who's gonna? Come on, that's not responsible. The wind is blowing. Hold the money. You understand? They donate the money. Now you're gonna send it out. That's a thank you, sister. But the wind is blowing. Oh, I know y'all can do just like Kent State. I know y'all can do just like Kent State. I was impressed. I was impressed with those suburbanites. I was impressed with those college students. Because they didn't know. I know it's Cleveland, but I know Cleveland can represent too. Okay, let's get it. And y'all doing a real good job.
Hold it up while we count.
You're still looking beautiful. And I ain't saw you in a year. Oh, y'all doing wonderful.